Trishs Treasures, affiliated with Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast.
Good morning, guys. Today I woke up and I just had the adrenaline and the urge to make some music today. And I was wondering and thinking about how I said, there's more. Part 2 is coming. On my last Trish's Treasures and about fitting in, and I was doing it inside the music of a song that I did not drop at all, a song that I made when I was beginning in my 17th year, and it was basically about how I tried to fit in with other people and find myself, but it was a rocky path, but I found who I am. I found who I was eventually. And so I told you guys I'm gonna do a part 2 about it. And I woke up this morning and I was like, I know I told them I'm gonna do a part 2, but I feel like there's more to be said because that song isn't me anymore. It's not me. Okay. So I made a part 2, a reprised version of Never Fitted, and I'm excited to show you guys how it sounds and to discuss it with you. So I'm gonna play the song. Here it goes. Never fitted till I got in my teens. Woo! It's the real one. Yeah, I tried to fit in the special box that was labeled you are chosen, but I got stuck in the middle like this was frozen. Try to make some sense of it, then I got too close, then shut. I was out of touch, never thought that I was enough. I was so messed up in my mind. Drama took it over, didn't leave a dime. How do I know that I was broke inside? Broke inside. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I think listen, I like the song. I like it. I like the new version. I really like it. I like the reprise. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it shows not just my growth in music and that I'm better at what I do now, but also it shows like the major growth in me as a person, and it sounds like me. It sounds like me. I'm not cringing. It sounds like who I am. So let's go over some of the lyrics together, guys. The first, lyrics, they go, yeah, I tried to fit in a special box that was labeled "You Are Chosen," but I got stuck in the middle like this was frozen. This means that me trying to fit in, as I explained in part 1, and I try to fit in this box, a special box that everybody cherishes, and like you're popular, everyone looks up to you, like you're their role model, and that is a label that many people see as chosen. You're meant to be here, your purpose. So that's what I was looking for. That's what the box I tried to fit in. And I try to fulfill that with other people by the acknowledgement and validation of others. But then I talk about how I got stuck in the middle, like this was frozen. If any of you have seen Frozen, this is also a metaphor and a use of imagery, okay? If you've seen Frozen, Elsa was in the middle of Anna and Hans because they wanted to get together, get married. They just met And Elsa was like, she was stuck in the middle of being queen and being a big sister on her coronation day. So she was stuck in the middle, and also frozen, stuck in the middle. You know how it feels when you put your hands in the snow and your hands are like they're frozen. You're trying to wiggle the cold from out of them. Yeah, like that. So I was stuck in the middle of deciding on whether do I want to be like this person or do I want to be me? Or who am I? Like, am I like her or am I like him or am I like me? Like, who am I? So that was me being stuck in the middle. And the next lyric says, try to make sense of it, then I got too closed in. Like, I try to validate, like, me trying to be like other people. And I try to make sense of it. Like, everybody tries to be like somebody else. Everybody tries to imitate the people that they feel is important to them, or they feel like they want to be like that person or their role model. Everyone tries to do that. So I try to make sense of it, like, yeah, this is normal. This is normal. But it got kind of out of hand. When you lose yourself in trying to be like somebody else, that's a sign right there. That's like, hey man, you step back, do some checkup. And that's what I had to do. And I honestly thought it was too late for me. Because, as the lyric says, I got too close in. I got too trapped in different personalities, okay? I was this person at home, and then I was like 8 people at school. It's true. I was like 8 people at school. Like, I started losing who I am, who I was. And that's when I felt like, oh no, I'm trapped into these 9 different personalities. Like, who am I? I'm confused. Then it continues to say, I was closed and shut. I was out of touch. Never thought I was enough. I was so messed up in my mind. It just described what I told you guys. Like, these are the different personalities that I was in. An example was I was out of touch, meaning I was confused of who I am. I feel like a whole nother person. Never thought I was enough. Because I thought I was less from my trauma of being bullied and just mistreated, I thought it wasn't enough. So that personality was there, and I felt like I was messed up. I was a lost cause. Like, nobody could save me at this point. I already think that I don't deserve to live. I don't have a purpose. So what is there left to do? And that was how my mind was. Then I say in my mind because this is how I was mentally, okay? And it goes to say, trauma took it over, didn't leave a dime. How did I know that I was broken side? Basically I'm saying how these different versions of me was in my head, and basically it was all built into because of trauma. Trauma was the source of that. It was the foundation of that. And trauma took it over, and it didn't leave a dime, meaning it felt like the trauma didn't leave me any hope. It didn't leave me any substance at all. And I say, how did I know that I was broken inside? I was confused because I was trying so hard to fake it till I make it, to the point where, when did I get to the point where I decided, hey, this isn't you. Hey, you're broken. Basically, I'm asking myself that question. And we do get to that point of looking at ourselves in the mirror, taking a reflection and saying, wait, I've been living this way for 20 plus years. How did I get here? I didn't envision myself in this predicament, in this position. How did I get here? How do I go out in a different note? How do I start a different path? And that's where I was. And here comes the next lyrics. I had to face myself, deal with myself. See, I got to live with myself. Can't depend on no one else to deal with my emotions. So this is the point where, like I said, we come to a point where we are in a reflective state of mind. I was in a reflective state of mind thinking, okay, so I don't like this part of me. I don't like pretending and having this facade, having this mask on my face. I don't like it anymore. So it's time to face who I really am. Pick up the bits and pieces that I'm trying to hide, dig deep within me, and now I have to deal with myself, deal with the trauma, deal with the depression, the pain that is within me. And to be honest, guys, to do that, for me, it took a lot of prayer. It took a lot of prayer and meditation and Bible reading for me to get to that point. I know some of you may not believe that, but that's what helped me in that situation. Because as the lyrics state, I was deep. I was deep in there, guys. And I was deep in the dark. And it goes to see I got to live with myself. And that's true. You gotta live with yourself at the end of the day, because the person that you wake up with, the responsibility with when you wake up in the morning is you. The person that you see in the mirror, the person with the messy hair, the person with the eye crust in their eyes, and all of that. When you look into the mirror, you gotta deal with her. You gotta deal with him. Okay? So it's me coming to that conclusion that, okay, if I were to live with myself, if I want to continue to tolerate, not just tolerate, but be happy in the skin that I'm in, this body that I'm in, I have to deal with my emotions, to address them, to understand them, to discover them. So that's what that part 2 means, and that's where I am now. This part 1 and part 2 is basically a reflection of myself. You guys are just sitting in with me. So I hope you enjoyed listening in, and I'm going to play it one more time, and then we're going to close it out with my music score. So see you soon.
Never faded till I got in my teens. Woo!
It's the real one.
Yeah, I try to fit in the special box that was labeled you are chosen. But I got stuck in the middle like this was frozen. Try to make some sense of it, then I got too close, then shut. I was out of touch, never thought that I was enough. I was so messed up in my mind. Drama took it over, didn't leave a dime. How do I know that I was broke inside? Broke inside.
Hi, this is Trishs Treasures. Affiliated with Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast.